Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Stellaris. We're about to move into the Zephyr system with our Galactic Vul League combined military fleet. I would love to have them as a single Starfleet, but unfortunately we just don't have the fleet capacity to do that. Not just yet anyway. While that is going on, we do have a whole bunch of other things that I'll just bring you up to speed on. We have a new colony on the way. We can upgrade our planetary administration over here. Let's get that on the go. And that means we can also build our Gaia Seeder as soon as we have that planetary administration. And that's going to allow our population growth to start really taking off on this place. That is really good news for us. In addition, we do have... we can upgrade this to level 3. Oh, that's just going to take... That is really tempting. That is just going to take an additional 1 in upkeep. It's going to take a lot of materials right now, and we are losing money, so I'll hold off for the moment. But it's really tempting. Like, really, really tempting. Let's sell... some of these, some food, and just to prop up our money a little bit, and let's take care of this combat that's inevitably going to happen in a moment. We can speed things up a little bit while the ships get in.
Engaging enemy station.
Okay, so this counts as an enemy station. In terms of, let's slow it down a little bit. In terms of combat, we are outnumbering them so massively that I think we'll probably be fine. 2.1k plus a bit extra against 1.1. But, as a distraction, we've finished off one of our archaeological sites. So the gas giant structure in the hold of the pulsar, rummaging through the secure safes where Star Petal's wealthiest clientele store their personal belongings, has revealed a treasure trove of strange artifacts and jewellery. Perhaps the most noteworthy among them was the Heart of the Pulsar, a unique diamond necklace quite famous in its day for having been worn by 5 different heads of state. That's very nice, and that's a lot of money coming in. That is a lot of money coming in. I wish I hadn't sold those exotic gases now, because we could totally put them to good use. I don't think that counts as an actual artifact. If we go to our society management, yeah, it's not one of the 6 potential relics. So for now, we need to go back to our science ship and move you on somewhere else. You can come up here. Actually, we can send you round to survey this way. Do this, and that'll be fine. Where's our construction ship? Our construction ship is on its way to do building. It's on its way to do building of the moats. That's it. Because we've already done that one. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. He's got things to be doing. Back to the combat. So many spinning plates, and you would think like mushrooms with infinite spores would be well versed in managing multiple points of interest, but it is still difficult. So just to highlight, its armor is shooting down really quickly. We are taking minor damage on some of our ships. Hull points and that is going straight through shields around us. Not good, but it is fine. Its hull points are bottoming out. And while we were struggling a little bit at the start, we are definitely going to win this. We might want to repair in between combat rounds. So actually, these ships, I would try and pull them back if I could. But it's fine. And we have another archaeological site done. So the Safaban system, let's go across there now, has been fully surveyed. You're moving on to your next place, that's great. Whereabouts is this one? This is... It's not the Aras. Is it the Aras system? No, it's the Yarok system. Oh, right, of course. So the expedition has returned with a sad tale to tell. Thousands of years ago, the planet's core temperature dropped precipitously, forcing the population underground in search of heat, energy, and resources. Year after year, the temperature dropped and they kept digging deeper and deeper, and their numbers dwindled, as most froze, starved, or perished in digging accidents. This went on for decades. In a minute hand-dug tunnel, the very deepest shaft, far past the sub-level, where the last digging machines lay broken down and abandoned, a single ice-fossilized molluscoid cadaver was found. A recorded message was found in which it claimed to be the last of its kind. It was cold and alone, and it was ready to give up. What a sad tale indeed. Well, from that we get society research, which is nice. And it means that we do have available fleets to move on. Yeah, we're not allowed to go this way. So if we're not allowed to go this way, I think what we'll have to do is start pushing further across elsewhere. Let's jump ahead and we'll survey here. I don't know if that's the right move, but we don't really have anything else that we can do within our borders. Once this becomes in our borders, that'll be a whole different kettle of fish. So back to the combat. Now we are taking this slowly because I do love the combat in this game. We could just skip through it. You are getting dangerously close to being killed and you've escaped. It's not bad though. One done. Guys, we're going to actually send both of you back to repair. Enter orbit of Zosma. Ooh, it looks like we lost 5 corvettes. No. That's weird. It looks like we're actually in a fight against ourselves. I'm not convinced that this is entirely accurate. The Hiver Nest was definitely destroyed, but I'm assuming that the readout from that is a bug from God knows where. Either way, we need to send our guys off to repair, regroup, and hopefully we'll pick up again in a moment. Yeah, I think we have actually gotten away without anyone being injured. Really nice that we've got volatile motes coming out now. It is going to take us a while to completely clear that place, but you got to do what you got to do. More motes coming in. That's lovely. And in fact, in our fleet manager, we could reinforce this fleet with a massive amount of stuff, but it is decidedly not necessary. So I don't remember if it had anything at all other than those 2 destroyers. I don't think it did. So let's drop these down because we're already over our naval capacity. And that's just not being helpful. So no fleets are in need of reinforcement. have these guys all been fully healed up? They have. Great. We can, in that case, bring them back in. And we'll head after the next one. They should arrive at the same time.
Survey complete.
Alright. In the Nyambia system, we have finished off exploring, and we found another anomaly. Or at least Duclaw has. The G-escape of Nyambia 3A is dominated by what appears to be, from orbit, silvery metallic crystals of dimensions never seen before. They eerily resemble skyscrapers. Yeah, definitely spend some time and have a look at that. We'll do this one a little bit faster, because combat is engaged almost straight away. Then nanite crystal lattices. So detailed analysis of the enormous crystals dominating the landscape have defied all expectations. Science Officer Dukla is excited to reveal that these oversized crystals are in fact composed of trillions upon trillions of deactivated nanites. Their molecular structure matches no known Empire's nanotechnology, making their point of origin indeterminable. They may have been deposited on the planet by some unknown spacefarers for an unknown purpose. As far as Dukla can tell, the nanites compiled themselves into perfectly oriented crystalline lattices and replicated until a point at which they became deactivated. While the crystals they created do in fact resemble buildings, they're entirely uniform in composition and cannot possibly have served any such purpose. Engineering research and society research. I will take both of those. Right, very quickly, I want to have a look at our contacts and check, see how our espionage is going. We're up to 31 infiltration. I really kind of want to do another acquire asset. It's going to cost us a bit, but we've got the money. So go ahead and launch this. It's also costing us a little bit of influence, but that is also not a problem. We have enough exotic gases that at Thembolia we can upgrade the Gaia Seeder. So we'll do that. That spends a little bit, but this does take us to phase 3, and at phase 4 we'll have a Gaia world for our home world, and that is going to be very, very, very nice. Over on the fungal growth colony, we still only have one population. The next one is due in 8 months. That's not too far away. I think actually having people designated as technicians is going to be the best for here. Right, let's get this thing finished off. So we do have a couple of slightly injured. And that destroyer is actually taking a fair bit of damage. What has gained research speed in psionics? Very nice. It's unlikely that you're going to be doing any research in psionics, but you know, I appreciate the thought for it. Well done, team. No one got injured. Well, sorry, no one got destroyed, I should say. Go back and repair. There we go, that's much better. Yeah, we didn't lose anyone. It says they didn't lose anyone, but we know that they did because we just watched them get obliterated. How is our construction ship doing? It is on its way to Grokkan. It'd be tempting to get another construction ship, but we're not in any urgency from that. And actually, another thing I wanted to do is have a look at the Caesarians. And in terms of diplomacy, when can we declare war? Next year. Early next year is when we can declare war. So we should definitely start thinking about making some claims on the territory in Busim, Gargantua, Amandi especially, and these ones over here. Hey, the Admiral leveled up. Very nice. This is why it's important to appoint generals so that they can actually be doing these things. Right, we get the repairs. And we have a new tradition available. So, keeping with our espionage, we are the stealthiest fungal growths that you'll find. having another available envoy would be very handy. At the moment, there's only 2 places that we're dealing with, but having one to do new language, that's a really good idea. Getting the infiltration speed up would also be really nice, but let's go for double agents. So with that, we should have a 3rd available complete. Envoy, and within our contacts, I believe we've already got people in both networks. Yeah. Do we want to... Oh yeah, we've got to wait until later this year. That's fine. We can still acquire an asset in the meantime. That cost us a little bit, but not too much. We do have lots of money. And this is the danger. Once you've got a big stack of cash, it's very easy to go, oh, don't worry, we'll just spend money on it and it'll be fine. It's not always that simple. Okay, back to the repairs.
Technology discovered.
And there is ion thrusters, so maybe we'll actually upgrade our ships at the same time. Ooh. Advanced corvette hulls. That is going to directly benefit us, because we have a lot of corvettes. I don't know if they really need more hulls, but none of the other options are, like, spectacular. We'll go for it. 35 months. We can wait. And we're going to get improved deflectors in 4 months as well, so there'll be more upgrades coming soon. Alright, our deep cover operatives have stepped up their surveillance on potential targets. That's good. So we're still spending money, but it's all in the name of our espionage. We've also finished surveying the Vernier system and moving on to the Gishel. This is deep in the Forbidden Nebula. I don't know if that's going to have any significance, but I've got to remember that Bochin also has that weird event that's going to be happening at some point in the future. We are just on the edge of consumer goods. Does that mean that you're consuming them? No, not yet. Now we probably want to think about producing a few more. Can't really do much over here. I'm keeping that open building slot left over so that we can put it to good use as time goes on. Maybe another exotic gas refinery. Maybe civilian industries, actually. Civilian industries would be a good choice. Let's get that building. At the moment, there's only one available job on the home world. We can try and max it out as much as possible. But eventually it will reach the point where it kind of like stagnates itself, and we'll have to clear some of the blockers. Speaking of some of the blockers, seeing as we have the money available, let's get those gone, and then we can think about some more mining and more other districts.
Anomaly detected.
Alright. In the Ebenor system. So we're getting right up into the very top. Duke Law has found an incredibly easy anomaly. Some interference. The ship sensors are picking up an unexplained pattern of interference. Go ahead and have a look at that, my friend.
Technology discovered.
And there is our deflectors. Okay. So we'll push for fusion power and get some of these cheaper ones out the way. It's going to be 42 months, so it's not going to be quick, but with what we've got there, if I go into our ship designers, so our our general corvette at the moment. Small improved deflectors, yeah. So you can just be upgraded. If we set these to auto upgrade as well. Actually, I need to save these as I go. So there's the improved deflectors. Reactor booster we don't care about. That's going to stay. That's going to stay. And the plasteel armor. Okay. That is an upgrade. Next up. Ooh. Right, so at the moment it's... We can pick specific combat computers. No, I'm fine with them being picket ships. We can also upgrade these engines. I'm going to need to go back on the previous ones. Okay, we'll do it. Do it from the top down. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. I should have just set these to auto upgrade initially. It would have been a lot easier on me. That's already done. Okay, I think we're almost all there. You don't need... Actually, you do need a reactor booster because you were low on power. Okay. That should be good. Yeah, keep the evasion going as an interceptor. Okay, which means you guys can be upgraded. And once you've done that, we'll come back to the Zaffa system and carry on. In the meantime, the Galactic Caesarean Authority, our spotters have begun ingratiating themselves with the targets that we've marked as potentially useful. Our web of lies never ceases. Okay. So up in the Ebonor system, the Hergulator's crew has successfully isolated the signal embedded within the unusual pattern of interference. The signal is a song, complex sonification of an advanced mathematical equation to be precise, and one that Dukla cannot seem to get out of his head. Who or what may have composed the song remains unknown, though its complexity infers an incredible level of technological sophistication regarding subspace harmonics. The signal's geodesics suggest a point of origin from outside of our galaxy. Alright, extra research. Do like that. Ooh. And we have new contact from the Uvar Zvani nation. What are they like? They're evangelizing zealots. A theocratic, wow, oligarchy. Well, Chief Presenter Sakiri and the rest of the religious council demands your attention, heathen creatures. We provide spiritual guidance to the nation, and our intention is to lead this great nation on a path of salvation. Do not defile this path with your presence, alien. We will probably greet you in battle, and on that, we're not going to properly greet them in battle. We are going to infiltrate them and find out what the hell they are about. In terms of victory conditions, ooh, they are number 2 on the list. And they are somewhere down here. Look how big their logo is. Their logo is that big, they must have quite a large area. Which is worrying in itself. Okay, you're up to 2 colonists, that's great. And we do have our first technician working here. We can afford to get that building so it's ready for the future. We don't need mining districts here. You've still got 5 jobs available. Can we get a Gaia Seeder underway? Yes, we can, because we have buckets of cash. So we'll do that. And that takes our money back down to a poor level. They've closed borders to us. That is not a surprise.
Anomaly detected.
Okay. Over in the Forbidden Nebula in the Dishal system, Wook has found some playful ruins. Impressive structures litter a small area of the surface, practically begging for some archaeological work. Well, who am I to say no to some good old-fashioned digging? You should really be building here. So build a starbase there, then build a starbase there, and then we'll work out what you're doing after that. Let's sell some food while the money is good for it. We can sell some moats actually, because we're not using them for anything. It's an abandoned amusement park. So the structures on Jishu 2 are not as old as we first believed. They seem to be a playground or amusement park of some sort. The science officer Wook notes that many of the contraptions are highly complex creations that we can learn much from, and that the builder's alien eyes must have been cutting-edge sensory array or even a gigantic art installation. Regardless, to us it looks like a place where you would take your young and let them amuse themselves. More engineering research and society research, I'm always happy to get more of those. And we have more espionage. So the shortlist of targets within the Zanid suzerainty has been drawn up. Those operatives who are no longer tasked with surveillance will provide cover for the others by gently puffing spores in their general direction. Cloud cover. And look at this. We have another system ready. So you're already moving across. When you get back, do the mining. And I will bring you back to excavate over here. Also in the Galactic Cytherian Authority, a short list of targets has been drawn up. And that's just ticking along as it should be. We can actually declare war if we wanted, but I think I'll clear the Zaffa system out properly first. How is your upgrading going? Yours isn't. Yours is, but slowly-ish.
Technology discovered.
Hey, fleet command limit up. This is good. This means we can combine the two of them together. Also, we can use the Edict for Fleet Supremacy. So, next up.
Anomaly detected.
In terms of the research, let's go for Fleet Support. I think that's going to be most useful overall. And then we'll maybe push into like working out how to improve our empire without it sprawling too much. In the meantime, over in the Ebenor system, so still up the top here with Dukla, we're receiving a weak signal from the surface of the planet. The source appears to be some kind of tracking beacon. Definitely have a look at it and
Ships upgraded.
See what we can find. Okay, we've actually got more upgrades that we can do because of that recent research. Go ahead and do that. Hopefully it'll be quick, seeing as we're already here. And then we'll move back down. So it's an ancient survey marker that we found up there. A small short-range transmitter has been located on the surface, and it appears to be an ancient survey marker, placed here eons ago to mark a large deposit of fresh metals. The miners it was meant for evidently never arrived, as the deposit is still there. Well, that's good. And it looks like we have another anomaly down in the Jishoi system, which is a heavily armed vessel in orbit of the asteroid. Go ahead and have a look at that.
Ships upgraded.
Okay, that's the Yorpus all upgraded. These ones are nearly done, so they won't be much longer either. In the Xanad Suzerainty, as the operation nears its conclusion, Spymaster Clegg has moved to secure our new asset. Our remaining officers are poised to facilitate any cover he may need. Go ahead and finish that off. Who are we going to get? A rebel, whose desire for disruptive change may be easily moulded to suit our goals. It's not exactly what I was hoping for. I wanted a scientist. But if we have a look at their general setup, what can we potentially do? We could spark some diplomatic incidents, we could do smear campaigns. I'm not really that keen on any of those. Sabotaging is an interesting one. For the moment, let's infiltrate more, and then we'll figure out if we can steal some technology from them. How are we doing with our new enemies? We're up to 16 infiltration, so that is going slowly enough.
Ships upgraded.
Alright, you guys are upgraded. Let's bring you in and take out next. Actually, come to here. Because you're going to need to get there at the same time. Oh, we've got a new archaeological site that we've found up in the Ebony system. Lovely. And we're going to need to claim it before we can do anything with it, but let's just queue up mining research stations there, and then we'll look to expand that direction. We are losing some consumer goods now, but that's normal until Spore Spawn turns into a fully fledged industrial district. I suppose we could also have Fungal Growth 1 doing the same thing. It's going to be a little bit of time before we balance those out again, but it is all part of the master plan.
Survey complete.
Okay, Nefi's Pride. So the armed vessel discovered in orbit is an abandoned military spacecraft. Its light frame and evasion hardware suggest it was built for long-distance patrol missions, but it's since been retrofitted into a long-range stealth bomber. Records of the ship's comms reveal it was hijacked by a rebel guerrilla on its way to perform a strike against a secret complex. Said to hold a weapon so powerful it could win the war when they were shot down. We've extracted the ship's destination from the navigational drive. Okay. Yeah, we definitely want to find out about
Log
that.
updated.
So, the Zevin Labs, what do we have to send over there? A science ship would do. It's a long way back. Actually, you know what? Carry on with what you're doing. So survey here, then survey there. We're going to temporarily step away before returning to aid with research. That is the most time efficient way of us doing this. Where is the Hergulator? There you go. So you're coming down and carrying on this path. Survey those. Ooh. The galactic community is forming. 2237 marks the year. As more and more spacefaring civilizations establish formal relations with one another, the galaxy is becoming a vibrant and lively place. To avoid tragic misunderstandings between nations, an increasing number of diplomats have called for the establishment of a new pan-galactic organization, a community, if you will, where the empires of the galaxy can meet to discuss important matters. Yeah, it's worthy, but only so we can assert our dominance over the others. And speaking of asserting dominance, we have a lot of alloys. Oh, you know what? I was going to combine these fleets into one. Can I do that? They are not quite close enough together. Let's bring them closer. There we go. With one fleet, it becomes a lot easier to manage. And actually, we can disband that. And then you will all reach there at the same time. Lovely. That solves so many problems. So many logistical issues. We still have 5 available jobs. We can unmark the clerk. Because that's not strictly necessary now. You're fine over there. I think we're mostly good. We'll keep the exotic gases for the moment because we're going to start really digging into them as time goes on. Actually, I wanted to have a look at Thembolia. So our Gaia Seeder, to push it up we need just 1,500 money and 200 materials. So that is totally doable. I think that'll be the next thing we push for. Right, in the Sutherian Authority, our operation has reached its conclusion. Spy Master Goba has moved to secure the asset, and our remaining operatives are poised to facilitate any cover that is needed. Who are we going to get? An influential professional. Okay. That has potential for us.
Yes, Nick.
Manipulation and technology. Well, technology is really what we want. So once we get a little bit more infiltration, we'll be able to steal more tech. Let's just check to see if any of these have got technology on manipulation and discipline, manipulation and government. Yeah, they don't have any. I suppose the operation modifiers are going to be dependent on precisely what you need. Categories: provocation, economy, sabotage, military, subterfuge, technology, manipulation, diplomacy. Yeah, that's where it comes in. Subterfuge, government. So acquire asset. They become very useful if they have the government side. All right, I understand a little bit more. Anyway, that is by the by.
Survey complete.
Okay, the Jishi system has been fully surveyed. Our ships are just moving on to the next place. We don't need to worry about them. Let's just watch for the combat. Ooh. In our survey of Lyri, we have found a new resource, ZRO. Now that requires the society research in order to actually deal with it. It's extremely rare aerosol of exotic particles that appears to have been deposited here through a meteor impact. Its true origin is a mystery. If ingested by psionically gifted individuals, it should act as a very potent and addictive drug that enhances psi abilities. While we don't yet possess the ability to extract it, we should consider controlling the system for just that purpose. And actually, I just thought because we have exotic gases coming in, and we do have a lot of exotic gases coming in, we've got 3 coming in at the moment, we could think about doing the shield boost, or we could think about doing the reactive armor, the explosives, the ammunition, or the land clear. No, reactive armor. So we're getting 4 volatile motes at the moment. Spending on this isn't going to cost us anything that we're not already... we're not using it elsewhere, so it's not going to be a problem. We can afford fleet supremacy, but I don't think we particularly need it. So we'll leave that alone for now. Alright, back to our combat. You wouldn't think it would take this many years to clear a system out, would you?
Special project complete.
Invisible death. So our scientists have returned from the Zavin labs unscathed, with footage collected from the security cameras. It shows lab scientists bound and gagged as guerrilla soldiers pry open the weapons strongbox, but to their dismay, the box is empty. Only minutes later, the rebels can be seen writhing on the floor in intense agony, dark patches swelling across their bodies. Then their skin rips, and a grey unidentified matter spills out. The matter continues to expand, swirling hypnotically around them, until one of the scientists activates the emergency system. Sprinklers douse the room in a liquid, and an electrical surge passes through it, executing all living things. Here the footage ends. Our crew can confirm the strongbox was indeed empty. Yeah, but that was kind of nasty. Has given us super solid materials as a research option. Taking out this Hiver asteroid looks like it's going very well. We do have some injuries we're going to need to repair again, but we're not going to need to go too far away to do that. Governor Duckshark has become more experienced, but his experience has come an increasing stubbornness. Has trouble accepting new ideas. Okay. Well, I don't mind if he grows slowly from here on out. That's fine. You guys, you need to get yourself repaired, and then we'll bring you back in. We are halfway done with this. 1, 2, 3 left to go. Yeah, we're halfway done with clearing this place out, and then we'll be able to get all of these materials. So I'm quite happy with that. And we've got lots and lots of minerals. We'll get another industrial district on the home planet. We can straight away upgrade the Gaia Seeder. Yeah, I see. The only reason not to do that is because we're going to get this one done just as soon as we have the 200. Which is going to take a little bit of time, but that's fine. Actually, we'll sell that. We are making a profit on our consumer goods again, so that is nice. And everyone is busy doing something. Hey, the birth of the galactic community. This is an historic day. Several of the galaxy's prominent spacefaring empires, including the Galactic Fool League, have announced the creation of the community. This supranational organization will serve as a forum where matters involving the entire galaxy can be discussed and decided upon. As one of its founding members, we can take pride in the milestone. That's nice and all. So let's let's see what we have in terms of the community. The Maganid Confederacy, they're pretty beefy. The Bakata. Okay, so they're slightly beefier than us. So what would we like to propose? It costs influence in order to do that. I think mostly we're going to be looking at what effect it has on us when someone else proposes things. I don't think we need to propose anything right yet. Form the galactic market? It's not a bad choice, but I'll let someone else do the proposition. Yeah, look at that. The Maganoids, the Bakata. This might be an ancient race. Maybe. I don't know. I still feel like we should be going to war. Let's talk to the Cetarians. So they are inferior in terms of fleet power. They're equivalent in terms of technology, equivalent in terms of economic power. So let's propose subjugation like we did originally. That will drop their diplomatic weight, but that's fine. We can give them independent diplomacy. And regulate their expansion. We'll tell them that they're going to give us some research. And we'll help them with all their conflicts. Let's try this. It's unlikely they'll go for it, but it's going to cost us 144 to propose it. Jeez. Maybe we won't propose it. Maybe we'll just go to war. It'll be easier on the influence side, and we can declare claims on their territory. So, I mean, that's already getting more, but they could just turn around and say no. So, it's fine. It's fine. Maybe we just won't make claims. Maybe we'll just, like, take over them, and then we'll do claims after the fact. I don't know if you could do claims after the fact with war. Right, let's quickly have a look around. So we're still waiting on those exotic gases. Yep, everyone has closed borders with us. That's to be expected.
Anomaly detected.
Alright, over in the Lyral system, Duklaw has found another anomaly. A science officer has found an anomaly. It will require extensive probing, but could garner a substantial fine. Yeah, spend some time doing that.
Survey complete.
Are you actually repairing, or are you just in orbit? I hope we can repair this. Also, in the Carenza system, this is a challenging one, but thankfully we're quite experienced. So it's deep caverns. Interior imaging suggests massive underground caverns wait below the planet's surface. They may be worth investigating. Go ahead.
Technology discovered.
Cool. Right. Advanced corvette hulls. Brilliant. So let's clear these out. The advanced corvette hulls are nice. We're not going to just send everyone to go and upgrade. Ooh. Okay. Super solid materials, 20% extra research. Or cruisers. I think we'll go for super solid materials, but I really want cruisers. Really, really want cruisers. So you're repaired. We can bring you in over here. You'll be there in 100 days. Nice. But after the study of Lyril 8A has concluded, Science Officer Dukla reports that they found the planet to be unusually rich in minerals. Their discovery was made possible in large part thanks to a certain member of the crew. Dukla praises the protege highly. So, we can give them a science officer position, which is nice, but we'd need a science ship for them. Or we keep them where they are. And I think promising crew where they are is going to be better for us. So we'll do that.
Survey complete.
Okay. So the Sutherians and the Zavani have declared a rivalry. And it's both directions. What do we have that's being proposed? The readied shield, diplomatic weight from fleet power up, naval capacity up, ship upkeep up. Yeah, I'm fine with that. We support that. Security contractors. Every mercenary enclave gains 10 capacity. Mercenary dividends are more frequent. No. Oppose that. Cooperative research. Sure. I support that. We can get behind these things. They're not going to really affect our wars.
Technology discovered.
And there is the fusion reactors as well. Okay. What do we push for after that? Just plain go for shields rather than deflectors? It does do shield regen as well. Auxiliary fire control will make them better. Mining drone lasers I don't think are going to be that useful at this point. Let's go for shields. It'll take longer, but it's going to be a straight boost, and we might be able to steal technology from one of the other factions in the intermediate time. Come down here, and we'll see if we can take this out before we finish the challenge. That's what I was worried about, that we end up with two fights at the same time.
Construction complete.
It does seem like we've got this one in hand, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do both of them. So after this we might need to step away and then go around in order to repair. Living metal lakes. So over in Kerosena 3A, it's revealed the lakes to be filled with a silvery liquid that flows from cavern to cavern in gleaming rivers, pooling into underground lakes. More surprising still is the discovery the metal substance shares many key properties with organic life forms, including responding to environmental stimuli and exhibiting self-sustaining processes. It remains to be seen whether this exceptional metal should be classified as truly alive, but it may have several practical applications for our engineering technology. Let's slow down a little bit, because when this starts up again, I don't just want the guys to go off elsewhere. So yeah, we're definitely going to have more ships flee. But we're going to be able to take this one out.
Survey complete.
And then straight after, hopefully, get out of there. we've actually lost a ship. Damn. Alright. Can you go off to this one? Which way are you going? You're coming up this way. That's okay. Don't swing back the other way. Don't get distracted.
Evading hostiles.
Okay, let's have a look at the big map. So over in the Great Room system, we have encountered a new species, which we're calling the Death Menace until we can find out more about them. If they possess a language, we should decipher it so we can assess how much of a threat they are. That is a proper... Whoa! Whoa, look at this place! Subspace ruptures all over. That is absolutely terrifying. Look at the lightning. Alright. Definitely retreat out of there. That is fine to be doing. Construction ship is done. We're going to push on to Ebenor. We'll get a new starbase up here. You guys are mostly okay, but if we retreat, all ships will take damage, some may be destroyed, some may be lost. Yeah, I really don't want to have anyone lost, but we might lose the battleship because of this. That's what I'm worried about. I hope they do move in closer up this side, because at the moment they're fighting in entirely the wrong place. They can now use the subjugation casus belli against us? Well, that's not cool. I suppose they are massive, aren't they? Yeah, not cool. Well, unfortunately we are running out of time for today, so we're gonna have to finish things there. Thank you very much for coming along. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Stellaris. See you soon.